All right, Gaz, tell me about JahRoc. What's happened recently in JahRoc?
Oh, well, kind of a few big moves going on.
Big moves?
Yeah, had an old mate visit the other week,
Yeah,
being yourself.
yeah, being me, yeah.
And yeah, we kind of thought it was all over. We were preparing for this big auction, which was sort of imminent, sort of 2 weeks away. And yeah, and he came out to visit and do a few photos, and me and Jagger working the machines for one of the last times out there. I was doing some stuff for my kids, building chairs and
Yep.
And yeah, it was. You had a wander around, went to play golf, and fortunately, the golf course was booked out.
Yep.
Next thing I knew, you turned up back there, and the brand's moving. So yeah,
The brand's coming to Echo.
and the brand's going to live on. So
I've always admired the JahRoc brand and what you guys have put together over the years. And when I saw that was going to be disassembled bit by bit, it brought a tear to my eyes, literally. And I just thought, no, we can't let that happen. And more to the point, I had an idea in the back of my mind that it would help me at Echo even out the workflow for the chippies, because I've got some really good tradesmen there. With the help of one of your senior guys that's looking like coming over with us, he can sort of download that knowledge, and you'll come and consult with us a little bit as well as required, and we keep the brand going and save an iconic West Australian brand. I mean, why wouldn't you do that?
well, it's amazing because it brought a tear to your eye. I can tell you it was going to bring one to mine.
I knew that.
There's no way I could have been at that auction.
No.
I told Plucker, I said, mate, I'm not coming. You can deal with it on the day.
Yeah, well, it's a great result all round, I'm telling you. And where did we meet back in the early days?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. It was when we were up in York. We were in the flour mill.
Yep.
And I remember this hyped up fellow come running into the showroom there in bare feet. And I remember he never used to wear shoes much.
No, I still don't.
And talking about the skydive place you were going to build in York, and
Yeah.
I reckon that was the first time I met you. And
Okay.
I think you ordered some furniture off us back in those early days. And,
Yeah, we did.
And because you're a bit of a woody and you're
Yep.
interested in what we were doing.
Yep.
And yeah, it was the beginning of a really long business and relationship and a great friendship.
Definitely, and yeah, so I carried on and built Skydive Express up there on 140 acres out in Spencer Brook Road, and so I was up there regularly, and so I used to drop into your gallery in York often and see what was the sort of latest builds and stuff, and always impressed with what you were doing, and yeah, to have the opportunity to sort of step in and help it carry on for the future is really, really good. I'm really proud to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's amazing where things started, isn't it? I think
Absolutely.
you actually threw me out of my first aeroplane all through your
I think
business.
I did, yeah.
Lara tried to wipe me out on my 40th birthday, but luckily I lived.
Yeah, you did an F1, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, when you built the True North, and we got involved in furnishing that, and then
Yeah.
True North Ashore, and
Yep.
just done some great projects with you over the years.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten about True North. Has actually got some JahRoc stuff in
Yeah.
there as well.
yeah.
And then, of course, you know, we sent you up to the Kimberley with us on a trip on True North to get inspired about the whole True North Ashore thing that we were building down in Eagle Bay. And that was themed around the whole of the Kimberley, and you came up with these beautiful chairs and tables based on waterfalls and boabs and all sorts of other things, and I think you went on to win a furniture award with those
We did. Yeah,
tables
we
and
won.
chairs.
On that one, we won the best of all the Australian
Yeah.
categories in 2009, I think that might have been.
That's right, right.
So
And then that
incredible.
house went on to win the best country home of 2010 as well.
That's right.
You know,
It was
we-
an amazing property, that one.
Oh, it was brilliant.
True
You know,
North
True North
Ashore
Ashore is just beautiful. Had a
next
Kimberley
level.
waterfall inside, as you know, and we brought down 90 tonnes of stone to create the landscape outside that Max Hewitt did for us, and yeah, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And
Yeah, I was just telling the in-laws the other week what was happening, or last week maybe, and Yvonne remembered it. She said, "Oh, I remember that house. It had that amazing, a rock spa inside the house or something,
right,
you know,
yeah.
that little spa that you built there." And
well, the
sauna
waterfall looked like it went into the spa, but
That's
it
right, yeah.
didn't really. It just looked like it did. And then it had the sort of stone sauna sitting outside right next to the spa. Yeah, it's a beautiful home. And but no, look, Gaz, thanks very much for the opportunity. I'm really excited about the future, and as are my guys. I've spoken to a few of the key guys now, and they're all really excited about carrying on with the mission and building bespoke furniture and doing the best of the best. And just these two iconic luxury brands, Echo and JahRoc, coming together as one. You know, it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, well, I've got to say that I don't think there would be many people out there that I'd be comfortable picking up our brand and running with it. But I think of all the people I know and all the people I've done business with, if anybody can make it work, you can. And I know it's going to be a different business model than the one we ran.
Yeah.
But I can kind of see how it can dovetail into that, your operation here. I mean, I was blowing out when I came up for the launching of the White Rabbit.
Yeah.
That was 5 or 6 years ago, and that just blew my mind. And I brought a mate up who's a boating guy, and he's run charters up in Indonesia, and it blew his mind. In fact, I was telling him the other day, and he's like, I need to see some images of these new boats. He couldn't believe it when I told him about the catamarans you're building at the moment.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we're really stoked, and you know, we'll be here to help, do what we can in terms of advice. And
yep.
You won't need any business advice, but you'll need to know how to put some of my weird stuff together.
Absolutely.
There's not much information there.
Need a bit of guidance, but I'm sure the boys will pick it up. We've got a pretty capable team there, and you know, with yours and Jagger's direction, we'll go really well, I think. So thanks very much, mate.
Good on you, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, excellent. Unreal.
Well done.